Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm Mary.
I'm Linda.
And we're Pinky Mouse Sisters in the kitchen. And we've celebrated Linda's birthday, her May birthday in June. We got that over with.
Yes.
Now we're going to...
Had a great party Saturday. Mary and her kids just really outdid themselves, and I appreciated it so much.
Anyway,
Mary.
we had fun. We had lots of fun. And now it's back down to our normal routine. And I am making a peaches and cream pie this morning. You may call it a cobbler because it's similar to that, but actually when it gets cold, you can actually slice this pie.
It sure smells good. You've got one in the oven, don't you?
I do. It's good when it's hot, though. That's the thing about it. It's better to me when it's hot than it is to be able to slice it. So whatever your preference is, I guess you can let it get cold, slice it, and then heat it up.
You could, yeah.
But anyway, it's a delicious pie. It's similar to one that I made right after Bobby and I got married. I made it for my pastor. But it was made with ice cream. But it was called Peaches and Cream. But it was made with ice cream.
Was that in Jackson?
It was in Jackson,
It seems
Mississippi.
like I do remember
I used to make them. I got that recipe out of Betty Crocker cookbook, an old cookbook. And I can't remember now how I made it, but it was with ice cream, and it was delicious. But this one is not.
Well, you're going to have to tell me what to do because I'm strictly your sous chef today.
Okay. All right. I guess let me wash my hands. And you use a deep dish pie, and I'm using the Pampered Chef one. I know these you not really have to grease, but I do. You can either spray it with Pam or butter it, and I'm going to butter mine. So I'm just going to wash my hands. I've got one in the oven because you have to cook it 30 to 35 minutes, and I didn't want y'all to have to wait for it, so I already made one this morning. I guess, Linda, I'll let you put now here I am letting you put the butter.
No, I want you to tell me what to do.
But she can butter the pan while I tell you.
Do you just use it? Do
it, do it, yeah. That's what I do. Do you do that?
Yeah, I do.
I just leave it in the wrapper and do it that way. All right, now.
These are deep dish pans too.
They are real deep.
So perfect for this pie.
Yeah, on some pie, I don't like these deep dishes from my custard pie, from my cream pies, chocolate and coconut, because it's too deep. And just set that aside, Linda.
Okay. Are you through with the butter?
I'm through with the butter. I got butter over here for the other. Matter of fact, I've already got the butter cut. This is that Jell-O cook and serve, not instant. The little box is 3 ounce. You put that in a mixing bowl, and these little bowls, you can't buy them by themselves anymore. But you know what I think? I'm gonna give one of these away next month. The kit. Okay, so that is the not instant cook and serve vanilla pudding, and I'm gonna put this over here. Oh, well, we need to peel the peaches first.
Okay, let's
get the peaches are in. Yeah, let's do that first. I forgot. We're gonna peel. It takes about 4 to 5 large peaches. These peaches are not large. If you don't mind, we've already washed them.
Okay.
I'm just gonna put out 2 or 3 in my plate so this right here won't be in the way of the view.
Okay.
So these are small, and I don't like them. But that's what the only thing they had. I read in the paper, Linda, at Brookshire's, that they had them for 99 cents a pound. Well, I went to Kroger's first, and they were $2.68 a pound. And I said, goodness, that's a lot of difference. I already knew there'd be a reason. But anyway, these are not nearly as nice and pretty as the ones in Walmart.
They smell good.
And I run these over hot water this morning, the one I done, and this kind of peach, I couldn't get them to peel easy. The ones that I bought last week, the week that I had scheduled to do this, I bought some nice peaches. But while the kids was all here, I told them to eat them. And those peaches peeled real nice. They just, the skin just slid right off. So they were really nice peaches. But these here are not, they're not clean free peaches.
Yeah, it makes a
lot of difference.
A big difference.
So when you're making this pie, it depends on the kind of peach you got and how ripe they are. So you just have to use your own judgment. We're gonna
Put them
just
in there.
put them in here,
Okay.
and then we'll take the core out. These are not good peaches. So since these are not large peaches, I think I had like 6 or 7, didn't I? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 8, but it'll take them because they're small. And 2, I don't know if some of them you have to cut off because
Got
it's
bad
bad.
spots
Yeah,
on 'em. I didn't cut them off in there, but I
yeah.
will.
I just cut
It's
it
a good
off.
thing Mike's not peeling these.
Yeah, it wouldn't be none left, would it?
He cuts everything off.
Yeah. Well, I think I did probably 10 this morning for that one reason. Because so that depends on how many peaches you use is how good the peaches are. Because if you're going to have to cut off half of it, well, you're going to need more peaches. So, you know.
Do you remember that peach tree we used to have in our yard, Mary?
On 323?
No, where we live now. We had it for several years.
I thought you had a pear tree too, didn't you?
We still have a pear tree and
Okay.
plum trees, but the peach tree was alongside the driveway.
Oh, okay. Yes, I do remember
And
that. Yes, I do.
those peaches, I'm not kidding you, they were this big around.
Yeah.
I've got pictures
Yeah.
of them. They were cling free.
Yeah.
I hated so bad when that tree died. Those were the best peaches.
Yeah, I like a good peach. I don't like a one that's hard and not good ripe. But these are really not good peaches at all.
Well, are we going to go back to Panola and
Well-
try to get any peaches?
What is it they got? I would like to.
I
I've
would-
got to cook up some of that meat or give it away that I got in the freezer so I can put something in my freezer. I
I
cooked
want
a
the cling
roast.
free.
I roast yesterday just to have room in my freezer to put some stuff. I've got so much food left from that party that I'm fixing to. Well, I put some of it in some throwaway containers, and I'm gonna call a few people that I know that if they want it, I'm taking it to them
You
today.
had so much food there.
Yeah, I did. I kind of went overboard a little bit. Got them peeled.
And I got those nice peaches that Jamie brought me
Oh, that's right.
Saturday.
I just can't get over. And what is the lady's name from Cherry? Cherry, and what's the second part of her name?
Is it Ann?
Cherry Ann.
Cherry Ann?
Cherry Ann. Is it
Yes,
Cherry
they
Ann?
were so sweet.
I just can't get over how her bringing me a little gift.
I know that was so sweet. And our
so
friend
those are
from Fort Worth that came, what was his name?
From Fort Worth, Michael McDonald.
Michael McDonald.
Yes.
So, and Jamie from Texarkana,
Yeah.
and then Cherry Ann and her daughter.
Yeah.
Are we through with this, Mary?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I just kind of cut these in slices. However, it makes, it's easier to spread them out on your pie than slices. But some of them, when they're really old, I mean really ripe, it's just getting them off the best way you can. It's a little bit of peeling there. But I like peach cobblers. And this one is kind of like a peach cobbler, but it's really not, truthfully. It's a peach
impressed.
pie.
With it, I think everybody's gonna like this recipe.
I found this in one of them magazines. Our electricity is a co-op,
Yeah.
and I get a magazine every 3 months, and I don't get rid of them. I think this came out of the
They had some good things in them.
2002. I think that's what it was. The rest, I was going through my recipes, and that was an old book, and I took it out of it.
Making a mess here, Mary.
Just sounded good, so. But I tell you what, you know me, I did change it a little bit. Well, I tell you what, at the recipe that was in the book, it wasn't sweet enough.
Yeah.
So I added that 1/4 cup of sugar in there. That's not what the recipe called for. But so I'm anxious to see how it's going to taste with my extra little bit of sugar in there. get these peaches done, then I can show you the mix. It is so simple. It is so simple. Just and something that you can make ahead of time if you're having company.
Yeah, this would be a great dessert, a summer dessert to have.
Yeah. You know, I was thinking about how sometimes when we get disappointed on something and don't understand why something happens the way it does, but we always have to trust that way things happen is for our
the
best,
best, yes.
for the best, and the Lord knows best. And little Bradley, he has sensor issues with the screaming, and he just can't handle, you know, a lot of people screaming. Well, they all went to the Six Flags, or I mean some kind of harbor thing, Sunday, and Miranda was wanting to go and take her kids, and it just where it worked out, she didn't get to go, but she was very disappointed. And I told her, I said, well, you don't know why that things happen sometimes like that, but you have to trust it as the Lord's will. Well, when Carla and them all got back, and she was telling her how much the screaming, you know, how much everybody was just screaming and the music was so loud, then she said, Memo, you're probably right. She said, my kids couldn't handle all that screaming, and it would have made her have a really bad day. So, what did I do? I put that on, I must have put it on 30 seconds.
Was that your pie?
That was my timer here.
Okay.
I know it ain't been 30 minutes. Okay, we'll just, okay, now we'll set them aside. This is our peaches, and that looks about right.
Yeah.
But this was how many? About 8 or 9?
Yeah, it was 8
but it was
peaches.
small, and they had, so just set those aside if you will, Linda.
Okay.
Now I will continue with my batter. This is a 1 box, like I started a while ago, of the Cook and Serve vanilla, 3 ounce. This is 3/4 cup of flour.
And that's all purpose, right?
That's all-purpose flour. I'm through with that, Linda.
Okay.
And then this is that 1/4 cup of sugar that the recipe did not call for, but I'm thinking this is going to make it better, because when I'm going to eat a pie, I want it to be sweet.
Yeah, me too. And that's Imperial Sugar Extra Fine. We are sponsored.
And putting this flour in here, it needed some sugar.
Yeah.
So I'm putting 1/4 cup of sugar in there. And baking powders, you can get me a that spoon, half a teaspoon of salt.
Okay.
And this is not right. It's a tablespoon. I think it's 2 tablespoons, matter of fact. Let me
You
check.
just want it in with your mix?
In my flour, yes.
Half a teaspoon of salt.
It's just 1, yeah. It's just 1. I got to thinking it might have been 2 tablespoons. 1 tablespoon of baking powders. Put a little bit extra because of that. Okay, I'm through with that. I'm through with that one. And you got the salt in here.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's 1 egg. If you'll beat the egg, I'll get the milk.
Okay.
This has got baking powder, salt, flour, and pudding. And I'm gonna mix it up good. Now, she's beating up that egg. I like to beat it before I put it in here. Because,
I do too.
So I got the flour beat up.
Do you beat your vanilla in your egg?
I do. Go ahead and put just put a teaspoonful in there,
Okay.
please. And then I got to get a half a cup of milk. I'm going to put that milk in there too, Linda.
Okay.
This is just whole milk. I don't want to spill it. I done spilt 1 glass of milk this morning. Had a bowl of cereal, eating a bowl of cereal, and I spilt it in my lap.
Oh, Lord. I've done that before. Mike would bring me something, and I'd turn it right over.
Yeah.
Just turn it over, and that's so irritating when you do something like that.
Okay.
Okay, you through with all this, right?
I'm through with all that. Yes, Linda. All right. I think I had, here it is.
Whoops.
This is 1 tablespoon of melted, unsalted butter. So what did Mike say about your gifts you got?
Oh, he thought it was real sweet. He did. He enjoyed the cake I brought home, and I showed him the pictures. And I have to tell y'all this. You know, Mike is. I wanted him to hear the girls sing,
Yeah.
and he sat there in tears, just
Really?
rolled
Oh.
down his eyes when he
Oh.
heard them sing. He'd never heard that song before.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
And he thought it was beautiful, Carla and Linda.
yeah. They do sing good together.
Yeah, our microphone is too close to our mouths, though. It kind of
Squealed a little bit, maybe.
Y'all know what?
What?
I've been thinking about?
What?
I'm 74 years old. Everybody in the world knows that now, don't they?
Yeah.
I'm thinking about buying me a little portable PA system. Because these mics are not for singing.
No, they're not.
Right.
They're great for us talking, and they really do help. But what do you think about that when we sing, to have a regular mic?
Well, Linda and I talked about that before a party. Me buying. Well, I told her I was going to buy what do you call it? A karaoke.
Yeah.
With the mic, and she said no, she didn't want that. So, what would you do? Buy a mic and a PA system?
Well, I've been looking at them
This is
online.
where it goes now. Now, where's my pie pen?
You're through with this,
I'm
right?
through with that. Yeah, I'm through with all.
Do I need to leave the cinnamon out here?
Yes, please.
I've been
Just pour the batter into that butter dish. I'll need my little spatula. Thank you.
You're
I
welcome.
could have got the bowl scraper, but I already had that one out, so. Thank you. I know people don't like me banging on things.
Mama did that.
I've had several people say, do you have to bang on that glass?
Remember how Mama used to do? She'd bang them pants and shaking ice and tea,
Yeah.
y'all. If y'all have never seen an East Texas person, I'll tell you, you gonna know who I'm gonna say before I say it. But I'll tell you who gets the prize on shaking their ice and their tea. Do you know who I'm gonna say?
Well,
Ain't
Elsie. Yeah,
Ain't
I
Elsie.
started to say Aunt Elsie, but I
She'd
wasn't
shake
sure.
that ice and that
Yeah.
tea. We used to laugh, and I do
Yeah.
the same thing.
I know, I
It's
know.
it's just something about it.
I like that ice to be, the tea to be real cold.
And I used my ice maker the other day that the
Oh,
girls got
oh,
me.
yeah.
I love it.
You didn't open that on camera, did you?
No, I did
so they
not.
did. So the people didn't know what you got.
So I had been planning on buying me an ice maker. I'd been looking at them for a long time, and the girls got me one, and I love it. It's got the little bullet ice in it.
Yeah.
And I made some lemonade yesterday, and so I fixed some ice, and it was really nice.
I want me an ice machine too. I'm gonna look at yours and see
you're
what
gonna
kind
have
they
to-
got.
You're
for
gonna
you.
have to get one.
And I'm gonna get me one. Now you can get a fork if you want
Okay.
to, and we're just gonna put these peaches on top of this dough.
You arrange them in any certain
I
order.
start out trying to get them arranged, but
Okay.
you wind up just putting them any way you can get them in there. So, yeah, I'm anxious to see your ice maker because I've been wanting to get one too.
I'll have it out tomorrow
Okay.
when we're cooking.
Okay.
I'm gonna be multitasking tomorrow. Even thought about doing one of the other things that I'm doing live,
Yeah.
because we're just doing something simple tomorrow.
Yeah.
But
Well, I stick my fork in there so tight I can't get them to turn loose.
I'm not making
my
them pretty, Mary.
That's okay. That's all right because once you get them all around, you're gonna just put them on top of one another anyway. I like a lot of peaches in it, so just put it in there, and you preheat your oven to 350. And I could have had that pie done before we started, but I wanted y'all to see it when it first come out of the oven. So I just put it in there. We saved that juice. It goes in the
Yeah,
top.
you cannot get rid of
Yeah.
that good juice.
The juice didn't as much juice come out of these as those did the other day.
There are a lot of scammers today.
Oh, really?
Carlos is just trying to get them.
Yeah.
I guess they're.
Okay.
You need that spatula back.
Well, I actually
gonna
I
pour it?
usually measured. That's what I put on the recipe. I measured the.
Okay.
But you know what? That's not going to be 3, so the spatula would be better. Okay. Now,
Are you through with this? You're not through with this
no,
cinnamon.
that's the last thing. Now, 8 ounce of cream cheese softened. This is where the cheese part of it comes in at. Yeah, do it that Linda. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. I think I got the half a cup of sugar in here. That's a 1/4. I'm almost sure that it's supposed to be a half. Let me check to make sure.
Did you need your half measurement back?
Well, I think I've got it over here. I just want to make sure that I'm right. Yeah,
That's
it is.
3/4. Okay.
It's a half a cup of sugar in this cream cheese. Put both of those now. Just set that over there for me, please. Oh, my beaters.
Okay.
I'm gonna put the beaters over here. I have the battery mixer, but I put it up. I blame Renee for it the first time. Now, when I cleaned everything up, I had to put it somewhere where I said, well, I'll just get the step stool when I get it out. And I didn't have time to do that this morning because I don't have room in my kitchen for all my stuff, so I had to put some in the pantry. Just half a cup of sugar and 8 ounces of softened cream cheese. And here it is. Here it is. Are you looking for that spatula?
There?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm fixing to find it.
Just mix this up real good. And in the recipe, I added this too. This
Did
is
you?
this is something that wasn't in the original recipe. And I put 3 tablespoons in the recipe. I said 3 tablespoons of this, but this is not quite 3 tablespoons, but it's probably 2. That's all the juice that came off of them peaches.
I probably got some of it on the counter here.
That's all right. I know I had that bowl behind the camera.
You're going to still use
Well,
that spatula,
yeah, I
aren't you?
am. I am. Just get a paper towel and lay it on, please. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And like I said, I added that to this too. This wasn't in the recipe. It's just little things that I always add something different to the recipes.
You know what, Mary? You can pretty much look at a recipe and tell if you're going to add something to it, can't you?
Yeah.
Do you do
yeah,
that?
Yeah.
I'm like, that
Especially
ain't right.
especially while I'm mixing it up, I give it a taste. I said that needs this or that needs that.
the
or-
proportions aren't
Yeah.
right or something.
Mhm. Put that away. All right. All right. I'm going to use that in a minute, but
Something bigger.
yeah. And then I just spoon it on top.
That looks really good. This is going to be a great dessert. I think this is going to be one of your real good recipes, Mary.
Well, it is a good one. I'll get the rest of that out in a minute. And now you can leave it in dollops like this, and all that pie and filling comes up between the dollops. And I actually did that, thank you, on my first one. But then I said, I'm going to just spread it out a little bit. Thank you.
I think that's pretty much
Okay.
everything.
Just spread it out. and you can spread it as far as you want to, or leave. I leave a little rim around the edges.
Are you measuring that sugar and cinnamon? Do you need your measuring spoons?
I need 2 teaspoons. Teaspoon. I got another measuring spoon in there. You don't have to wash it, Linda. There I go beating again. Some of them it hurts y'all's ears, and I apologize.
Well, I can't find the teaspoon. I
That's
found
okay.
the half a teaspoon.
I have another one here. Oh, I put that in the wrong one. I have another one. You don't have to measure it, you know. Now, 2 teaspoons of sugar. And then, I'm not measuring this, about 1/4 a teaspoon of cinnamon. And then again, I don't measure. All right, thank you, Linda.
You're welcome.
Just mix that up good.
That looks beautiful.
And just sprinkle this cinnamon sugar on the top. Here's my alarm. We've got 5 more minutes. I timed it pretty good.
Really good.
I put some around the edges too, where the
Yeah.
cream cheese is not, because that's. And I even thought about putting some cinnamon sugar on top of the peaches before I put the cream
You could
cheese.
have. You sure could have.
Because you know, you can try it different ways. See, the baking powder is in there, makes this rise.
Yep. We're going to be in July, Friday.
I know it. Isn't
I
it?
believe half of this
Just
year
seem
is
like
gone.
it's just gone by so fast. Okie dokie. Now that's it. It cooks in the oven, 350-degree oven, for 30 to 35 minutes. Whatever, you know, you can check it and see. What did we say? We've got 4 more minutes, and I have one in the oven, and I'll bring it out and show you. I'm gonna put it on. I'll put it on one of those things
I'm
here.
sorry, Mary.
That's okay. Set it on this when we get it out of the oven. So, you have any plans for this afternoon?
I've got to get stuff ready for what I'm cooking tomorrow. I'm cooking. We're cooking, you know, the peas and stuff and cornbread alive, but I'm also cooking something for supper to take somewhere. So I've got to get that stuff together. But July is when our anniversary is, Mary. Our
Sure is.
2-year anniversary is coming
I've got
up.
to look that up, but I think it was the 15th of July.
But
I think is
we've
when
got
it
to
was.
get together to see
Yes.
what we're going to plan
Yes.
on doing for
Right.
for July, because we want to have some fun stuff going on the entire month, right? Isn't that our plan?
Yes, yes. We're going to be, we're going somewhere Friday, aren't we?
Yeah, we're going to be out and about Friday this week because one of our viewers.
Is it Friday or Thursday that we're going out?
Well, we usually go out Thursday, and I know this maybe get confusing to y'all, but this lady sent us a text last week, and someone had bought a book for her at Ladies Conference, and she's going to be in East Texas this weekend, and she wants us to sign it.
Okay.
So we're going to meet her,
Okay.
just briefly meet her, and I think we decided we'd be out and about in Jefferson, right? Isn't that what we said?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I got to
will
text
she be?
her.
Will she be there Thursday?
No, Friday.
She won't be there.
She won't be
Thursday.
there until
Oh,
Friday.
Okay. Okay.
So I didn't figure. I figured you need a day off. So
Yeah. Okay.
is that okay with
Yeah,
you?
that's okay. I mean, she can't be there. We can't sign a book.
Right.
You know, so.
Right. So we'll do something, walking around, showing the town.
Jefferson. Well, since we got these new mics, they can hear us better. The last time we walked around in Jefferson, they couldn't hear us.
No, they couldn't. And the flags are up too on the bridge.
Good.
And the Boy Scouts puts those up. I thought they would be up Memorial Day, and they weren't, but they're up, and they're so pretty across the bridge, lining the bridge. Always love to.
Oh yeah, this done.
You ready for me to put this one in?
Yeah, go ahead and put it in there.
Those are beautiful, Mary.
Somebody's gonna get some pies today.
Not before we taste of it. We got to take a picture too.
Yeah.
You're
Well,
through
yeah.
at the mixer, aren't you?
Yes, I am. But see, it's kind of like a peach cobbler, but it actually will cut when it gets cold. But it's hot, and for us to show you what it looks like, we're going to have to get in. We're going to have to. Did you want me to take a picture? Okay.
Don't get me in it.
Whoops.
Well, all right. That's okay. We can chop it out.
I'll take that back.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's your phone, isn't it? Okay. All right. Well,
You
get
want
something.
a fork or a spoon? Yeah.
Probably a spoon. I'm trying to think. I will try to cut this, but I'm almost positive it is
Yeah,
not
it's-
going to
it's-
cut.
Yeah, and it's probably not. You're probably going to just have to dip it out with a spoon. That is absolutely gorgeous, Mary. That looks like that'd win a blue ribbon.
It's too hot.
Yeah.
Too hot. You have to let this cool. But I mean, it comes away from the edge. It does real good, like I said, when it gets cooler. I'm just gonna dip it out because it is just too hot to cut right now.
That looks scrumptious. Doesn't that look good?
I don't want to dig more out
Yeah.
because the filling will all get. See, that's your peaches and cream pie.
That smells
Taste it,
so
Linda.
good.
It's too hot to. Is it good?
It's delicious.
It's really hot. I'm almost
That
scared
is
to taste it.
really good.
Is
It's
it?
going to burn your mouth though because
Yeah.
it is hot.
Yeah. Thank you, Jesus.
That is really good.
That peach is hot. Anyway, this is a peaches and cream pie, and it's a little it's sweeter than the one I made the last time.
You need that sugar though because
You
the
need that extra
peaches are a
sugar.
little bit tart.
Yes, they are.
It's delicious. Y'all are going to want to try this recipe.
It's a good one, and it really is easy. I mean, we've done it actually in 30 minutes. You know, so okay. I don't. Well, we hadn't been on 30 minutes. We ain't been on very long. But we appreciate y'all watching us. Hope y'all try this pie and see how y'all like it. And you might decide to make, add and do like I did. Decide, well, add this or add that or whatever. But you could probably do strawberries this way too.
I was thinking that too.
Strawberry
you could
cream
probably
pie?
do strawberries too.
I'm sure you could.
Did we have any questions, Linda? Okay. Well,
We'll see you tomorrow.
We'll be here tomorrow or at my house tomorrow at 10 o'clock Central Time. So
We'll see them again. I was going to say, I hope you have a happy 4th of July. But we'll be
Yes.
back on. We'll be back on. Friday is actually the 1st. isn't it?
yes, Friday is
Friday
the 1st. It sure is.
All right. Thank y'all so much. And don't forget to count your blessings.
We love y'all. Bye-bye.